আনন্দ এটা গুণ। যেমন ও যে ছেলে হোক মেয়ে হোক লোক হোক, ও খুব ভালো লোক, ভালো লোক, কিন্তু একটু শর্ট টেম্পার আছে। ও শর্ট টেম্পার তো আছে বটে, কিন্তু ও হেল্পিং হ্যান্ড আছে। কিন্তু যদি চিতু মানে একটু হেল্পিং চাইলে, কিছু সাহায্য চাইলে ও যদি করতে পারলে ও করে দেবে। কিন্তু সো দিস আর অল কোয়ালিটিস, দিস আর অল ট্রাইটস অফ এ পার্সোনালিটি। ভালো, খারাপ, short temper, patient hearing, so helping hand, is compassionate. So all these are the qualities of a human being or personality. So whether these qualities are there or not, still a person exists. আগে তো ও খুব শান্ত থাকতো, আজকাল দেখেছি জানি না কি হয়েছে, ও খুব শর্ট টেম্পার হয়ে যায় আজকাল। অনেক সময় আমরা ভাবি আমাদের নিজের জীবনে, আমাদের মানে বাড়িতে কিছু আমাদের লোকের সামনে আর আমাদের বন্ধুদের মধ্যে এটা আমরা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স করি। So whether he is a patient, whether he is a short tempered, or whether he is a very patientful, still a person exists. So these are all the qualities actually. Now in a human being, the humanness, that is the essence of a person. So when the Sat Chit Ananda is not the qualities of the Atman, it is the nature of the Atman. So first and foremost, this has to be broken. It will take so good amount of time to understand the difference between nature and the quality.
না সেটা
The
বুঝেছি,
nature and
সেটা
the
সেটা
quality.
বুঝেছি, সেটা বুঝেছি মানে
Dvitiyo, okay. So now it is not the quality, it is the nature. It is the intrinsic nature of the self. Sat Chit Ananda. Okay. Then there is that, are there three natures of the Sat Chit Ananda then? Because you are saying Sat and Chit and Ananda, there are three natures of the Atman or Ananda. If you ask, we say no. Because there is only one thing, but it has been explained or manifested in different ways, or it is explained in different ways. The same Atman, when it comes to creation, and all, the Sat part has been explained more, or has given the prominence. Then when it comes to knowledge, ignorance, and awareness, inertness, all these things, Chit part has been given. Then whether it is a blissful, or it is morose, or happy, unhappy, or emotions, and all the peace and all these things comes, this Ananda portion has been given importance. So these three things, like a water compartment, we cannot make, okay, this is what Sat, this is what Chit, this is what Ananda, you cannot make it. Okay, this much you understand now.
না
What
no
is
no
Sat?
no here I have a question ki if
Okay.
The thing is means when you are considering one part to then that pure means nature thing is কি বলবো আমি মানে
না আমি বুঝতে পারছি। So because see, what is
Maharaj,
happening
এক
for you
minute,
is,
somebody is ringing the bell first.
so কলম্বো টালমোরও চলে যাবে, কিন্তু এটা জিজ্ঞাসা করতে থাকলে, আলোচনা করতে থাকলে আপনাদের কি আপত্তি নেই নাকি? ইন্টারেস্ট আছে নাকি? না লেকচার ফ্রম কলম্বো টালমোরও স্টার্ট করব?
না আমরা শুনতেও চাই মহারাজ, একটু চেঞ্জ হলে ভালো লাগে।
আর কোনো প্রশ্ন ছিল? আজ কেউ অ্যাটেন্ড করেছে কালকে না অন্য কথাগুলোর মধ্যে? কিন্তু একটা কথা আমরা কালকে কার সঙ্গে আমি বলছিলাম, ওর মধ্যে আমি বললাম একটা গল্প। ঠাকুর কখনো এ পৃথিবীকে নিয়ে আর সৃষ্টিকে নিয়ে আর জগৎকে নিয়ে ডিরোগেটিভ ওয়ে তো কখনো বলেনি। কিন্তু জগৎ মিথ্যা তো ঠাকুর বলেছেন। যদি তুমি মানে মাস্টার মহাশয়কে বললো একবার, দেখো মহাশয়, যদি এ পৃথিবী আর এই সৃষ্টি যদি সত্য হতো, সত্য লাগতো, আমাকে মনে লাগতো আমি আমার কামার পুকুরে চাঁদের মানে কি গোল্ডেন
সোনা দিয়ে বাঁধিয়ে দিতাম কামার পুকুর।
বললেন। সো ঠাকুর জানতেন এটা জগৎ মিথ্যা। যে আমাদের অদ্বৈতে বলি আমরা জগৎ মিথ্যা, তো ও তো জানতে নিশ্চয়, এক্সপিরিয়েন্স ছিলেন, কিন্তু কিন্তু কখনো ও ডিরাগেটিভ ওয়েতে, মানে ভেরি লাইটার ওয়েতে কখনো এটা বলেনি। কিন্তু এটা একটা অদ্ভুত ব্যাপার, কিন্তু আমরা একটা মানে we have to recognize this, we have to note this. অনেক সময় আমাদের জীবনে অনেক অসুবিধাগুলো আসে, ভালো খারাপ বা বিভিন্ন রকম অসুবিধাগুলো আসে, ও সময় বলো এই জগৎ কে সৃষ্টি করেছে, কেমন এটা হয়েছে, এমন আমরা চিৎকার করি, and we see in a very negative way, in very derogative way sometimes we speak about this world. But Sri Ramakrishna never spoke that actually, and Holy Mother also has never spoken in that way. And so that means, সো এই জগৎকে যে সৃষ্টি আছে না, সৃষ্টির ওর রকম একটা নিয়ম আছে, এই নিয়মের মতো ওটা চলছে, আমরা এটা বুঝতে হবে আর এটা স্বীকার করতে হবে, তবে আনন্দ হবে। It is out of the track, I know, but just I'm telling. Many things, many times when we feel difficulties, face difficulties, problems, we use the word in a very, or we define the word in a very derogative way. That should not happen actually. So, and we always busy in changing the world and changing the people, which I always say, it is none of our business. It is not our department. It is a God's department. So when we are living in the world, understanding the situations, understanding the nature. For example, you are working in an office. Working has got its own, office has got own ecosystem. Understand the ecosystem of the office and you go ahead. Similarly, when you marry and you come to the house, then you will understand slowly the atmosphere of the house with your father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, your husband, and you will understand the family, the culture. Many things you have to understand, many things you have to change. Some you accept, some you don't accept. There will be little struggles, and sometimes you try to change and you will be able to change some of them. All these things fine. But you can't do whatever you want all the time. This is what happens in our life. So a lot of resistance comes from the mind. So understand the world as it is and accept it and go further. Then the mental reactions towards situations and towards people gets reduced. That's what is seen in all the great people life. Yes, come on now. Just in the time gap I was telling Chandran. Yes.
No, I am. My confusion is that the natures means existence as the nature, Chit or consciousness as the nature, and bliss, absolute bliss as the nature. So, so they are the nature of Brahman. That part I have understood. Okay, but you are saying that when we are looking at some particular aspect of Brahman, we are sometimes we are giving stress to the Sat part, sometimes to the Chit part. But when we are giving, means when that you are saying happiness, unhappiness, so that is not the nature, that is some quality type. So when we are looking at that quality, so that particular aspect or that particular nature we are giving stress, means that bliss part we are giving stress, right? But how does it prove that Sat, Chit and Ananda, the three natures, are actually same?
Yes. Now, I am happy, I am unhappy. So the happiness and unhappiness which we see generally, Ananda is a common term, so we should be a bit careful here now. So Sukha and Dukkha, and I think this, you have got this word also, no, in Bengali also, Sukha and Dukkha. So when we say Ananda, most of the time we speak of this Sukha and Dukkha actually. These are the two dualities which we are facing every time at every moment in our life. Sometimes Sukha, sometimes Dukkha. Now these are the qualities of the mind actually. Okay. When I say Ananda, it is not happiness, it is a bliss. So the Sukh is the part of that Ananda, that's all. Okay. Now, when you eat an ice cream, or maybe I will take some other example, like what I say, Ilish Mach. You all like Ilish Mach, most of you. So when Ilish Mach is done, and you will feel so happy. You will so enjoy. If you are a fish eater and if you like Ilish Mach, most of the fish eaters I have seen, they like Ilish Mach. And Ilish Mach has been done, cooked now. Some curry or some, I don't know, some curry, basically. Something has been done by Ilish Mach. So when you die, you enjoy. And you feel your mind is so happy, so nice. So because you are eating, you are relinquishing ilish mach. Now your happiness is depending on the ilish mach. If there was no ilish mach there, then probably you would not have felt that happiness. So that happiness is depending on what? On ilish mach. First point. Now, they did ilish mach, you cooked ilish mach, you also like it, you are very fond of it, you cooked it and you are about to, lunchtime has come and you are about to serve to your family members. Suddenly 2-3 guests came. Uninformedly guests came. So when guests came, you can't throw them out. You can't say that, come on, you come afterwards, we will finish our ilish mach, Vandara, and then you come. You cannot say. And you cannot hide the ilish mach also most of the time. Then you have to serve. And you served all of them, and by the time you said, ilish mach is over. Because the 2-3 people were there, they also took, they also consumed, and as a result, unfortunately, you couldn't get ilish mach, or you may got a small piece, or little, very little you got ilish mach, and you didn't get. You are unhappy. Though as a mother and as a family, as a responsibility, generally our Indian mothers always, they sacrifice for the family and for the children and for the others, they sacrifice. But as a common being, as a human being, if you see, you will feel bad. Are ilish mach, এত ভালোবাসি আমি, এত ভালো কষ্ট করে সব নিয়ে এসে সব করলাম, কিন্তু সারা এই 2-3 জন এসে সব আমার ইয়ে করে গেল। So your mind is maybe little morose or unhappy or didn't feel good. কি করা যায়, ঠিক আছে, কিছু করার নেই। Now this happiness, unhappiness, all these things are depending on a object. When that object is there, you are happy. The presence of that object is making you happy. The absence of that object is making you unhappy. Now the question comes, the happiness is there in your mind or in the ilish mach?
Mind.
But before hearing Vedanta, what was your understanding? The happiness is there in ilish mach. Now, after hearing Vedanta, you are saying that happiness is not in the ilish mach, happiness is in your mind. Because you like ilish mach, you love ilish mach, that's why it gives happiness. Now, I am not the fish eater. When the ilish mach is done in Belur Math, we used to feel so much suffocation because of that smell. Now, that same ilish mach is giving some bad feeling for me, which I think sometimes also I've explained this. So, ilish mach is neither good nor bad, but it is good or bad and whatever, everything is depends on our mind. For example, I mean on the lighter side, বেলুমাটে যখন গিয়েছিলাম আমরা পঙ্গতে বসতাম, ভেজ নন ভেজ সেপারেট থাকতো। যখন কিন্তু যারা সার্ভিং ব্যাচ বসে সেকেন্ড পঙ্গতে, ও সময় সব কম লোক তাকে বলে সবাই মিশিয়ে বসি আমরা। সো ভেজ নন ভেজ এভরিওয়ান সিটস টুগেদার। মাছের মাথা, বড় বড় মাথা থাকে, আমার সামনে এসে বন্ধু এসে বসে একটা মানে ইউজ করে খাচ্ছে। হি ইজ এনজয়িং, বাট অল মেটাবলিক রিঅ্যাকশনস হ্যাপেনিং ইন মাই মাইন্ড অ্যান্ড বডি। কিছু বলতে পারছি না। ও বললে ঠাকুর খেয়েছেন, মা খেয়েছেন, স্বামীজি খেয়েছেন, তোমরা খেতে হবে, ওরা বলতে থাকে যে হোক। আর হি ইজ এনজয়িং দ্য মাছের মাথা, বাট আমার মাথাতে গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে। Isn't it? Now, this is a culture. I am not against eating fish, but I am not my mind is unable to accept because that's how I have been born and brought up. Now, seeing, I've been used to it. Now, even someone comes and sits in front of me or sit next to me, and if they eat, I have no problem. But don't ask me to eat. That's all I say. Now, that was a reaction. Slowly, I've come out from that. So now that Ananda was in your mind. So the external objects were only suggestions to experience the Ananda or to experience the dukkha. Sukha or dukkha was a suggestion given by an object, but it was in our mind. Okay. Now this Ananda, whatever Sukha or Ananda, the pleasure which you are enjoying by having a ilish mach, it is in your mind when you say that. So Vedanta says that Ananda is your intrinsical nature. A part of that Ananda is being superimposed on the ilish mach and you are enjoying it. Now, did you get the link?
So that is the enjoyment part. When we are considering the enjoyment part, we are taking help of some object. Means to realize the existence, we may say that the tree exists, dog exists, cow exists, like that. So we are taking help of the object to comprehend that the existence-ness is there, something. So similarly for the Chit, similarly for the Ananda. But my question is, why means is it the case that nature must be unique? So can't Brahman
What do you mean
have,
by nature?
means like Sat, Chit and Ananda, they are the Swarupa or the nature of Brahman. So cannot means can't Brahman have more than one nature?
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
that
I
is my
understand. Now,
question.
okay, I will try to put in other way now. First and foremost, the Vedanta tells very clearly, Upanishad tells clearly, Avang Manasa Gocharam. The Brahman cannot be comprehended by Manas. And Avang means vak. Avak means that words cannot reach there. That means what? I cannot explain what is Brahman. Okay. So I cannot explain what is really Brahman. Because it is beyond body, mind, intellect, thoughts, emotions, and all. Now I say, look, there is a thing called an entity called Brahman or Atman, which is your nature, which is my nature, which is all of our nature. So try to understand it, try to experience it. When I say immediately, sir, acha, ঠিক আছে, আমি আত্ম, তুমি আত্ম, সবাই আত্ম, ঠিক আছে, তবে আত্ম মানেটা কি? Oh, we cannot explain. ওটা তো মানে এক্সপ্লেন করতে পারবো না আমরা, সত্যি বলতে গেলে আমরা এক্সপ্লেন করতে পারবে না। ও তবে বলে দাও, ওটা নাই বলে। You are saying that you are Atman, I am Atman and all. If I have to believe, then you have to give me the what do you say, description. You have to make me understand I am that Atman, how and all. And if you tell that, oh, you are Atman, but I cannot explain, means it is as good as saying that you don't know. So better you say you don't know. Why are you trying to block me? Come on, my dear. Why? And we have got enough confusions already in the world with so many philosophies, and don't add one more confusion, one more philosophy with confusions here. That's what any logical person comes into the argument, comes with an argument. Then I say, no, my dear. Okay. Yes, we cannot be explained, no doubt, but you can say that whatever exists in this world, because you are saying non-existent, you tell as good as it is not there. No. Whatever exists in this world, all the objects have borrowed their existence from the Atman, and you are the Atman. Because when you say that it cannot be explained, then you will say, oh, probably then it doesn't exist. No. So to say, to remove the doubt from your mind that it is existence itself, it is existence in itself. এটা সৎ, যে সত্তা আছে, এ আমুক আছে, এটা পৃথিবী আছে, জল আছে, পৃথিবী আছে, আর বাগান আছে, আর কি মানে মাছ আছে, আর রসগোল্লা আছে, আমি আছি, ঘর আছে, আমুক আছে বলে যে অনেক বস্তুগুলো আছে না, এর ভিতরে একটা আছে সত্তা আছে বলছে, এক্সিস্টেন্সনেস, this has been borrowed from the, or this is the nature of the Atma. So to remove the doubt from your mind that it doesn't exist and it is the source of the existence, it is the source of every existence, to make us understand this word has been used. First point. Okay, now you said that বলতে পারবো না, এক্সপ্লেন করতে পারবে না বলছেন আপনি, একটা এখন বলছেন তবে it is the existence in itself. Okay, now I understand something, but that means it is an inert object. Because we always objectify things. So it is an inert object. It is a non-living being, or it is an inert object, isn't it that? Okay, existenceness, just for an example, when we are getting the electricity from the main power generation, from there every city and every house is getting electricity. So like it is the source of electricity for our village or for our town. So similarly, the existenceness has been borrowed from this Atman. You were saying that. Okay, I understand. Just like electricity, it is also non-living thing. So it is an object. It is an inert object. It is a substance, isn't it? Because our mind always objectifies things. Objectify. Then we say, oh my dear, no. It is not an object. It is the subject. And it is not the inert. It is full of awareness. It is full of consciousness. It is the consciousness. Okay, you are saying that it is existence, okay. And you are saying it is not inert. It is aware, and it is the awareness itself. It is the consciousness itself. What do you mean by that? Okay. Now, I am aware of your existence. I am aware of the existence of this phone. I am aware of the existence of this, what you say, the mobile. I am aware of the existence of laptop. I am aware of the existence of this house. I am aware of existence of my family people. I am aware of the existence of my own body, my bank balance, etc., isn't it? So among all these things, I am aware of something. I am aware of body, I am aware of mind, I am aware of happiness, I am aware of unhappiness, I am aware of my husband or wife, I am aware of the problems, I am aware of my enemies, I am aware of my friends. So you are aware of something, all these things we are carried over, then Vedanta is saying that awareness is the Atman. When you say, for an example, I would like to know Atman, know that I, then you know that Atman. So the awareness itself is what Chit. Okay. Then, okay. Oh, okay. So it is not the substance you are saying, it is an entity, or it is a subject you are saying, and it is the existence-ness itself, and it is awareness. Okay. Then maybe it is very boring, very plain. Blank diet, we say, boiled vegetables. Just eat boiled vegetables because your health is not good, if someone says. So it is very bland. Or Buddhists, they say that, oh, it is a shunya. So it is insensitivity. So there is no happiness, there is no unhappiness there. That means it is a state of a sort of a neutral thing, or a bland thing, a blank thing, like Shunyavadins, Buddhisms they put. Of course, the Shunya has been differently, we have to tell, but just I'm oversimplifying it. You say, no, it is neither happiness nor unhappiness, neither it is a blank, nor it is a neutral, nor it is a bland, nor it is something. It is with full of happiness. How? For example, I get a mobile. I feel so happy. Do you think that the happiness is in my mobile? No. And I lose the mobile and I'm unhappy. The unhappiness is in my mobile? No. By this time, all of you know that the happiness or unhappiness, just like with Elish Mach, I gave example, the happiness and the unhappiness is in your mind. I am happy because I have got a money. I am unhappy because someone scolded you. I am happy because all the favorable circumstances are there at present in my life. I am unhappy because there are no favorable circumstances. So my happiness or unhappiness is depending on I am happy because of, I am unhappy because of, I am happy because of this, I am unhappy because of that. This is what our natural experience or day-to-day experience are right now. So the Vedanta is saying that you are the happiness itself, my dear. That happiness you are trying to find in some people, or in some things, or in some work actually. That happiness you are superimposing on other things, and you are trying to think that if that is there, your happiness will be there. If you don't have that, then you are not happy. You are thinking you are the happiness itself. Now, okay, Sat, Chit, Ananda, existence, awareness, and the bliss. Okay. Again, this is a nature. When you say it is the subject, it is just the subject. How much ever I tell, I know that it is a hard nut to break, hard nut to crack. I know that all of you are, knowingly or unknowingly, you are objectifying it. Okay, Atman, it is a very subtle thing, or maybe it is like a light, or it is like some of a wave or something. Okay, it has got Sat, and it has got Chit, and it has got Ananda. Sat is a nature, it is not a quality. Sat is a nature, they are saying. Chit is a nature, they are saying. Ananda is a nature, is saying that. Knowingly or unknowingly, we will be objectifying the Atman. It is the subject. When you get into this idea that it is the subject, not the object, it is the subject, not the object, you may say that, yes, Samjay, I have understood. No. Once you understand this completely, or completely means to a larger extent, then the Sat Chit Ananda is the nature of the Brahman. Sat is equal to Chit is equal to Ananda. You will be able to appreciate and you will be able to comprehend. Intellectually, we might have understood all these things, but still there is a block in our mind that knowingly or unknowingly, consciously and unconsciously, we are objectifying the Atman also. For example, let's say Atman is just awareness, bare awareness. When I ask you to think, you can't think actually. When either your mind goes blank, or your mind thinks in the form of a light, in the form of a wave, or in the form of a microscopic atom. isn't it? It is just awareness. Can you imagine just awareness? Most of us, we can't, because we objectify the concepts. That's where you are not able to understand.
Yes, means it is the awareness, okay, it is the bliss, okay, but awareness is bliss, so it is not okay.
Yes, I know. It takes some time to break this difference. I know. Initially, it is not possible. We should keep on reading. We should keep on understanding. We should keep on cogitating. Then, at some point of time, yes, you will get that clarity.
Only reading or meditating?
Reading, contemplation, all these things.